I can dream.
Oh yeah, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
I can dream, and for the first time, I'm free as far as most of the other areas of my life, except for the money end. It's kind of hilarious.
Well, I'm sure that'll change sometime in the future. I mean, inflation's killing everybody, so.
Yeah, it's not just inflation. I work for a third-party TPA company that deals with banks and credit unions, and they're not doing
good. Yeah, you did mention that. So you've got first-hand experience with what's going on there.
Yeah, and I mean, they're not doing good at all.
What do you think would have to change for that to, turn around?
Well, getting Biden out of office.
Well, let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. You got my vote against that as well. So
the banks were doing so well under Trump that it was unreal.
I think it's not just the banks. I think it's everybody.
Well, but they've been doing extremely well. Okay, prior to Biden, when he started getting office, the first year wasn't bad. The second year, they started having to tighten up. This year, I'm not kidding you, we're having trouble getting them to pay their bills.
Yeah, of course you are. Yeah, them rates is crazy.
Paying their bill.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
And credit unions, and this industry has always done very, very well.
This is a good phone call.
Really well.
I ain't gonna get no business off of this, but this is a good one. I hope y'all enjoying it. Right. I mean, shoot, us realtors, we did great in the COVID too.
Yeah.
We put that mask on and went out there with them low rates and sold houses.
Yeah, and we did extremely well. So I don't know. Like I said, they got to do something and get rid of this lousy government that's moved in for the last 4 years, because I don't think we could take another 4 years of it. America will be broke.
Shoot, we broke now.
You're right. We're almost broke. It's the point of no return.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I don't normally get too mixed up in the bigger picture of the government running things. But you can tell when you have a bad administration.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just tell it.
Yeah. You feel it in your pocket.
So,
I know I look at my bank account now versus a couple years ago, and it's a lot different. That's for sure. So I'm right there with you, Sharon.
My expenses have tripled.
Yes.
Literally tripled. Since he's been in office. And they're going to go up again for next year. I'm already getting the bills.
Well, the Fed's probably going to raise rates again next week.
I don't care about that. I literally don't care. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if it's that bad, okay, you need to close down some agencies and you need to strip some pork out of this government and their little projects.
Now, we both know that the lobbyists are not going to let that happen. The agencies, those are to protect the... Please, You giving me a dream that I don't even want to wake up from by just talking about that.
I know. Get rid of the lawyers, the judges. You gain it. Get rid of.
I personally believe that in order for you to serve in office, your income should match the average American.
You got it. And your income should stay as the average American. So that you will actually pass laws to help all of us and not some of us.
I'd love to have a president that makes $70,000 a year, or that was what they were making before they got in the office, $70K a year. Obviously, being president, they're gonna get a little bit of extra, something, speaking appearances, yada yada yada. But from the start, let's stop putting people in there who already got $100 million or $50 million or whoever. Trump being the anomaly there.
Well, and he wants to go back to that. He's literally stated that in his next, if he wins, he ain't gonna take a salary. The government back to that, to where these politicians won't be lifelong politicians. They will have term limits.
Mm-hmm.
They will also be reduced in their salary. They will no longer have the ability to give themselves raises.
Mm-hmm.
He says they won't be able to do any of that. And he says when they get done with their term in office, they have to.
Y'all
go
gotta
back
cut this
to
call.
working
I
with
can go
the
on like
regular
for a
people.
while. I gotta get back to calling
They
real
face the
estate,
regular
man. This
people.
is
They
the
can't make
sentiment
a
that
career
America
in
has,
politics. That's his goal, is to reduce the politicians. And he says this insider trading crap, he says that's definitely going.
though. I know, right? I wish I could just have their stock picks because,
Well,
like, I trade stocks, but you remember when they had I can't remember who it was, but it was one of the senators they spent. It was Pelosi. Pelosi's husband bought all that stock in Nvidia last year, like a year ago.
Insider trading because of his wife.
Yeah, and you see, I don't know if you follow the stock market, but Nvidia has exploded. I know they made so many millions of dollars off of that. I know they did.
Well, yeah, but they also got the government contracts. That's the reason he invested in it, because he already knew that they were going to explode.
And I tell you what,
these senators and congressmen and stuff, they know firsthand before anybody else does. They know who's going to get awarded the next contracts, and they know good and well if their stock is low, then it's going to shoot up. So they immediately invest in that stock.
Yep.
And stuff like that, and they got rich off of it.
I sure did.
And stuff like that. None of us knew about that.
No, I surely didn't.
And they also know when somebody's about to go belly up, because either somebody gets arrested or the company did something they weren't supposed to. They know when a company's going to go belly up, and if they've got any stock in that, off their stock.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
It's crazy.
It's an insider's game, and that needs to stop, because the government should be able to do all of that.
Either they got to stop or let us in. They got to let me and you in, Sharon. They got to let us in. If they ain't going to stop it, let us in.
All that money. Yeah. No, I didn't invest in stocks. I had the money to, and was actually following it. I was doing
How long we been on this call?
Webinar.
10 minutes. Oh, we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go.
It's a group of them.
I'm on mute, by the way, so I'm not like shouting out just to her.
And I was doing a group webinar with them like every week. And was about to invest, but then they pulled a number on me, and I almost lost $2,000. But I managed to get that back, because I flat out told them, I said, if you don't give me my money back, I'm going to call I paid with a credit card, and I flat out told them, I said, if you don't give it back, I'm going to call a credit card company and tell them to get it back.
Oh, yeah, and that's easy. You know, those credit card companies, they'll just, we're taking that back.
They said, well, you can try that. And I said, okay. I hung up on him, called my credit card company, explained to him what was going on, tell him the guy.
Yeah, this lady, listen, a lot of people are lonely, and I'm not calling her lonely. I'm just saying a lot of people like to have good conversations with people. So if you're not getting on the phones, like, you need to really be talking to people.
Got my $2,000 back within 3 months.
Well, I know that's right. Well, I tell you what, Miss Sharon, I gotta go, because I gotta at least try to find somebody who I can help. But I tell you what, I will. No, I'm not trying to be funny at all. I mean, I got to make a living too. Shoot, I don't know if you're paying attention to the news, but houses aren't selling like they used to. And so literally, that's why I call so much that I can right now. I try to get in contact with everybody that I can right now.
I've got 3 houses pinned to my internet, my tabs. 3 houses. And they're in 3 different states.
That's okay, because you're going to one of them at some point.
Well, I figured that somehow or another, something's going to happen. I just have this feeling there's something's going to happen, and I'm going to be able to get in one of them.
I know that's right. We're going to claim that. We claim that today.
Well, for the first time in my life, I don't have any kids in school anymore. My last child graduated from high school, and she's working. She's not independent, but she's still working. And all my other kids are, out on their own, and they're doing their thing. But For the first time in my life, I'm not tied to a particular place. And I can go anywhere because I work remote.
Oh, yeah. No, it feels good to be able to have that freedom to be able to go anywhere. You're just waiting on the other shoe to drop.
As long as I have internet and whatever, I can work remote and do it that way. But sooner or later, I'm getting in one of them houses.
I know that's right, and I'm gonna be right there to hand you them keys, Miss Sharon. So what I'm gonna do?
You are.